Hey people, what's going on? Welcome to Real Tough Talk. Tough Talk.
How is that even possible?
Tough Talk. Whoa!
Stephen J. Partner goes,
Show some respect. You did not answer the question.
he's a bad man.
Bad man.
He's a bad. He finally said it.
The slipper's gone. The dress has holes in it. The cart turned to Tough Pumpkin again. So what else you gonna do?
This team couldn't cover a twin mattress with a king size sheet.
Lights out season.
Lights out for you. Let's get as quick into the game as possible because I am not staying in this wig longer than I have to.
I want to party. Play it out, Wells, while you're talking this game.
What's going on? What's going on, peoples? What is the deal? I'm so excited to have y'all guys here with us. I'm Stephen J. I got my partner Ghost right here. I got Lou the Shooter down here. And this is Real Tough Talk. We're here to go over the UFL playing game between the Browns and GTM, get that money, as they battle for the last spot in the UFL. The UFL draft is this coming Saturday. So these guys are battling for the last spot, and the winner of this game will get the number 5 pick in the draft. That's amazing in itself. Ghost, real quick, tell me what you think about GTM. No, you are more familiar with the Browns because the Browns has been here longer. Give me your thin side about the Browns, and then Lou, you take it away with GTM.
I mean, obviously, it's hard for me to talk about the Browns, as a team itself, as the name, always, showed competition. They were always a team that was always in the weeds with everybody else. They went to the championship twice, losing only to Carver both times back in the day. They were always a perennial top playoff team. Reggie, one of the top quarterbacks in the league for a long time. So this team has a history. Now, I can't say I can comment on the Browns as of currently because there's a lot of new faces, a lot of new guys and whatnot, and then they do not have Reggie at the quarterback. So the Browns is a team in name alone, in name only. They're not the same team. So we're going to have to learn what type of team they are all over again, seeing if they can make it through this playing game and how they would move forward if they made it in the season.
And they come in with a new quarterback, Ali, who's thrown for FTG, who just won the D1 championship. He brings in Habib, I believe that's his brother, Lou.
Yeah.
Cousin.
His cousin. And these guys are playmakers, and they just won a championship. So they want to be a part of the UFL. Browns are also coming in with their veterans and Puka and Trav, Mills, Aha. These are Brown veterans. Yes. And they come in with their Hall of Fame coach in the jingle. So, Lou, tell me a little bit about Reloaded, and then they changed the name to Get That Money. Tell me a little bit about them that you can give the audience something that they probably don't know.
Well, with them, this is basically a rivalry game. This is their third time that they faced each other. As far as EHS playoffs, and then in a championship game, and now you got Lou at quarterback, and a couple of vets on the team, and a couple of young guys. They played well last season in EHS. Now let's see what how they do moving forward.
And Lou comes in. He's a former league MVP, but that's when the league had went down to a B division. He won the MVP in the league. And since then, we kind of seen him decline. Now, he went to 2 back-to-back championship games in UFL. He went to 3 Final Fours in a row. But people said that he declined. He started throwing for Street Fam. That didn't go too well. He threw for 26 Mob in EHS. That didn't go too well. He started for Super Friends. That didn't go too well as they ended up releasing him. And it seems like now he's trying to get his mojo back and show. I think he did that in that game versus FTG. He showed that he still got a lot in the tank. But now this is an opportunity to play in a league that he's more familiar with, a league that he had success in. So he really wanted to win this game in order to try to climb back up to the mountaintop. So we're going to jump right into this game. Remember, the winner of this game will get the last spot in the UFL and the number 5 pick in the draft. We're going to jump in with the Browns getting the ball first. First down at the 48-yard line, Ali on 4 rush throws a Habib open in the middle for a nice game, picking up the first down. Habib is a playmaker, Lou. You like to talk about him a lot. He's making more and more big plays, and this guy is definitely something to be reckoned with, making a big play here early.
And you know what it is? The thing is, yeah, you're right. He's been doing his thing, but this defense, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like wide open. You just gonna let him, you know? But hey, and Ali, that throw was great.
Exactly.
You know,
second down after a short pass, Ali's blitzed and sacked by Bo. Bo with a big sack there. Ayo. Ahad can't block him, and Bo's able to make a big play there. Third down, Ali on 4 rush, throws a pass, but the pass is blocked by Wang A, incomplete. Take us to 4th down. Ali with blocker from Puka throws a solo in the back of the end zone. The pass is caught, but Puka is flagged for holding. Replay of the down. What do you think about that, Ghost?
It was clear holding. Now, he was blocking. It was clean blocks at first, but then as he tried to block no more, as he cut inside, he kind of missed him, and he had to hold on that play. My thing is, I don't know if Solo was inbounds anyway. It could have been. I think it looked like he was out of bounds regardless. So regardless of what, this is a flag, and not only is it a replay of down, but they lose yardage, so that makes their trek to the end zone that much more harder.
Ali gets the ball again with blocker from Puka, throws a solo, cutting the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Habib gets the extra point. 7-0 Brown. Solo cuts from the sideline behind Delhi at the safety. He doesn't see him, and that's 6. Lou, this guy Ali can throw the football. That is a great throw, great pitch and catch. They go up early.
And that's the thing, dudes. Again, I don't understand. You can't sleep on Ali. Like I mentioned before, he's played in EHS. That he has a strong arm. But again, the defense. If you're the safety, how do you let a dude come behind you? And Delhi played good defense in the championship. What are you doing?
Yeah.
This game aggravated me.
Yeah, the lack of defense definitely.
Yo, Lou, you saw the game, right? I sent you the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
All right. First down, Lou getting his first possession back in the UFL. Remember, Lou didn't play last year, so he's making his return to the UFL. First down, Lou on 4 rush, throws the mesh straight in the gap, picked off by Solo, who runs it to the 20-yard line. That is a terrible throw by Lou. Ghost, that is not the way you want to make your debut back in the UFL. It's a bad throw by Lou as Solo beats him to the ball and makes a play here. That is a bad throw by Lou. Lou has a problem at times being inaccurate with certain throws. That's a big pick, Ghost.
And I think that also Lou, like you were saying, he got baited by Solo. Solo's fast enough to go and cut in on that pass, and that's exactly what happened. As soon as Lou made that throw, that was a mistake, and Lou knew it. He said it. He said, he lost the ball. Meaning, I guess he wanted to throw a certain way to another receiver. It did not go the way he wanted, and that ended up being a pick. Sometimes Lou makes these mistakes. He acknowledges as much, but this is not the first drive of the game that you want to start your game with.
Ali gets the ball back. Ali with 2 short passes for a decent game. Third down, Ali's blitzed by Gumby. Ali throws Mills in the middle of the field, picked up by Delhi, giving the ball back to the GTM. If you look here, the Browns can't stop the blitz. And one thing about Gumby, in that last game, he kind of got beat a few times at the safety position, but he is strong and he comes in with the power here, brings the pressure, and Delhi's making a play. Lou, they play some defense, great strategy, and they force Ali into throwing an interception.
Here's the thing. He rushed fast. Now, to be fair, the Browns they had 8 players. They ain't have no block. Right. They got old Tone. I don't know how old they. You know what I'm saying? He was blocking like G and the other kid during the championship game.
Yeah.
He wasn't even close to the play.
Right.
But can't take away from Gumby's how quick he got there. But the thing is, if you got a regular blocker, he's gonna come with the power. So, but yeah, that pressure definitely made was a contributor to the interception.
All right, the defense helps Lou and gives him the ball back here. Lou with 3 short passes for a decent game, get him to the 40-yard line, but they get a curse, and that's going to be 15 yards. Ghost, we're talking about this curse. These guys got to get used to it. That is a huge flag there.
I mean, of course. You know what it is? Because they think that we're not in the UFL field, you know, they're not in Allerton or whatnot, that this ain't a UFL game. But you got to understand, the rules are enforced. This is still a UFL game. A lot of guys are caught by surprise. As you're going to see later on in the game, there's some guys that kind of got that cursive flag, didn't really expect to get one, and it kind of hurts them later on in the game. You're going to see, though.
4th down, Lou on 4 rush, throws a Showtime open in the middle for a decent game, picking up a big first down. No one's guarding the middle. Lou, I heard you say in the past, you talked about this guy, Showtime. He's quiet, but he can catch the football. Lou likes to go to him. He goes to him here, and they pick up a huge, first down.
Hey, they found them a gem. I don't know where they found them. But on that play, I think the defenders all died. One near him. How
Right.
can a dude in all red?
2nd down, Lou throws to Showtime open again in the middle on the sideline, who runs for a nice gain, getting him to the 10-yard line. And on that play, Puka is flagged. Half the distance to the goal. They did not even blitz, Ghost. And now they're closer. Puka, their captain, gets a huge penalty for cursing.
And listen, like I said, these cursing flags hurt. It didn't really hurt them that much in terms of yardage because they were already in the red zone anyway. But this is bad moving forward because the next player is out of the game. And they got to understand that. Puka hasn't played in this league in years, so I can understand why he would make the mistake. He's not used to it, obviously, but it still hurts the team. And this is something that Jingo got to recognize and remind his guys because this is going to hurt them bad later on.
3rd and goal. Lou finds Wande open in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Habib gets the interception. 7-6, they get right back into the game. Now listen, Ghost, this is huge because I don't think Lou only sent the message to the Browns. He sent the message to his team that he has their back. Remember, the beginning of this drive, there was a 15-yard penalty for cursing. And he stood his ground. He stood leading this squad, and he was able to still drive down the field and score a touchdown. That's what they need from their leader. That is a big score.
And after that first bad interception that he threw, he collected himself. He's able to keep focused on the drive, regardless of what happened, keep these guys moving in their routes and take advantage of the bad defense by the Browns. Because technically this was bad defense if you look at it. Guys are moving all over the place. They're not communicating. They're leaving guys open and not telling the guys that they're pointing them out, whatever. They're playing bad defense, and all Lou has to do is take advantage of it. That's definitely what he did to get on the board for his first score of the game.
Browns get the ball back. 1st down at the 48-yard line. Ali with blocker from Puka scrambles and throws deep to Mills. Wide open on the sideline. Caught as Gumby misses the tag. Mills runs down the field into the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here at the corner and Deli at the safety is not talking. Lou, we said this before. Sometimes Gumby misses some plays. I don't think this is only on him. I think that's a collective defensive mishap, and the Browns make them pay.
What the heck was Deli doing? He's looking at the quarterback. How you the safety and you let homeboy run behind? It's not on Gumby. Gumby's probably on the other side.
No, and he's running full speed, so all Mills has to do is run by him. So that wasn't his fault at all.
No, dude, that really aggravated me. Because, like, you're looking at the quarterback, and then you're surprised. You're like, oh, who was supposed to guard him? Oh, you're the safety.
Yeah.
What's crazy about this, guys, is Trev and Deli both get ejected on this drive. Mills gets an extra point, 14-6. Now, Ghost, with Trev getting ejected from the Browns and Deli getting ejected from GTM, which play you think hurts their team more by being ejected?
I think losing Trev hurts more for many different reasons. First of all, we already know what type of player Trev is. High energy, you know, a good two-way player that Trev, you know, has been a long-time player for the Browns. So losing him is big, on top of the fact that these guys are short. They are not playing with a lot of guys here. There was a lot of guys that were supposed to play with this team, but unfortunately, they had a prior engagement in a tournament, so they weren't able to make it to this game. So they were playing stretched out thin, and losing another player means that the quarterback, who is Ali, now has to step in and play defense, which is something that they weren't prepared for. So losing Trev was a big hit to this Browns team, who was already struggling on defense. So I think this was way more a big blow to the Browns than to GTM.
Yeah, that was huge. It's a bigger loss for the Browns because you know what? Delhi gave up 2 scores. Go sit down, buddy. We don't need you right now. Like, come on.
Well, he did get a pick, so you can't kill him too much, you know?
1 pick and you gave up 2 big plays.
The average ain't pretty good.
Average ain't good. Go sit down, buddy. You know, but you know, Delhi's having a bad game. He's basically their best defender.
Correct. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And on a bad defense from what we see here.
We didn't give it enough talk in the beginning. Flo is a captain and Flo's a coach of this team. And Flo has to keep these guys under control because not only are they giving up points, they're giving up cursing penalties. And Flo is not the guy to keep his composure and not get a cursing penalty on himself. So he has to keep these guys controlled and calm, and they're hurting themselves right now. Not only did they give up a score, they gave up a curse. 14-6, Browns take the lead. First down at the 48-yard line, Lou on 4 rush with the throw in the gap. Gets it to his guy who runs by Habib all the way to the 10-yard line, getting the first down. Another big play by Lou, coming right back when his defense gave up a big play. First and goal, Lou throws short to Mestre on the sideline, who runs it in for the touchdown. Bo gets the 2-point conversion, 14-14 with 30 seconds left. If you look here, Ali is at the corner and leads the sideline. Well, that's your quarterback. He shouldn't be out there. That's one. Number 2, Mestre is a veteran. Mestre, people may not remember, won a championship with UTF. So he has experience here too. And Lou's able to find him and make a big play goes, and they get right back in the game with that 2-point conversion after that.
And listen, it's like these two defenses are competing to see who can be worse. They're taking turns playing worse defense. And the thing about it is, one of the main things that both of these defenses, the Browns included, are struggling with is communication. They are not talking with each other. So guys need to understand, I'm going to be here. I need you to pick up this area here. If we're in the zone, we got to designate which areas we're going to pick or play on. Or on the man or whatever. Listen, guys got to know, I got him. Stay short. Nobody's talking, so nobody knows what each other is doing. So when everybody's playing free with freestyle, people are going to make mistakes, and those mistakes get isolated. Ali shouldn't be on this offense. I'm not going to say it's all his fault, but because there was so much space on the sideline, that left the receiver wide open for that touchdown or for that big play there. And this is going to continue to happen as long as these teams, especially the Browns here, don't communicate and fix these issues quick.
I'm sorry to cut in, but Stevie Wonder could have seen Mestre open. That's how far Ali was from Mestre.
Yep.
Well, 30 seconds left. Second down. Ali throws to Aha on the sideline. That's going to be dropped. 4th down at the 30-yard line. Ali on 4 rush throws it. Habib cutting in the middle with Chris guarding him. Habib still makes the catch for a big gain and a first down. Let me tell you something real quick. Get that baby out of the street because Chris cannot guard Habib. That is a great pitch and catch. This guy has walked off teams. This guy has had people call him all types of names because of frustration, because he shatters dreams. Call him Freddy Krueger. So this is a great play by him right there, making a big catch for the first down.
We're not gonna let this pass. Before that play, A-High could have had a big catch.
Yeah.
And looks and drops the ball.
We're gonna talk about A-High a lot because
we're gonna mention that. We're getting close to the half, so we got some stuff to say.
So that's a first down. Ali is gonna throw to A-High on the sideline for a decent gain, but A-High does not go out of bounds, which forces them to use their last timeout with 14 seconds left. His teammates are yelling, "Get out of bounds!" But A-High, who had just made a drop, felt like he wanted to make a play. So I think A-High is just high because you got to know to get out of bounds when your team has one timeout left, because then they can strike the middle of the field. Well, because they don't have any more, they have to use one on this play. The next play on third down, Ali's blitzed on this play by Bo. Bo is going to get the sack. They have no more timeouts because Ehad didn't get out of bounds on the previous play. As the clock is running, they try to run, and Puka gets caught offsides, and they're going to get a 10-second runoff, taking us into the half, 14-14. Now, this is a disaster in so many ways. Puka was calling a timeout. Now, some of the refs in that's reffing in UFL, in EHS, the refs are told to ignore the timeout if the team doesn't have any. But UFL, the rules are different. If you call timeout and you have none, you will get a 15-yard penalty and a 10-second runoff. But the ref ignores the flag, the call, because it makes sense because the EHS is different. But if you look here, Puka didn't make it anyway.
Yeah.
Puka didn't get the timeout. Puka is offside. Ali calls the hike, and Puka's offside, so the 10-second runner anyway. So it didn't matter how you get it, it still was going to be a flag. The focus was Ehad not getting out of bounds. And I've never seen a player kill a drive by himself.
Yeah.
It's one thing to control a drive by yourself, to carry a drive by yourself. Ehad killed this drive by himself. That's going to take us into the half, 14-14, when they had an opportunity to possibly get another shot in the end zone. That's going to take us into the half, 14-14.
And what's crazy, I got to say this, just real quick. I think if they had enough time, the Browns would have probably scored. That's how terrible this GTM defense was. So the fact that they gave away that drive because of penalties and guys not going out of bounds, they left points on the table. They left money on the table pretty much because all they had to do was get a chance to get a shot in the end zone. They probably would have got it because GTM's defense has been terrible most of the day.
Don't disrespect terrible. You got to find a better word than terrible because they've been worse than terrible.
Well, whatever word you want to throw in there, it'll qualify. That's how bad they've been playing.
They haven't created a word yet.
Yes, but my thing is, Browns defense hasn't been that much better. It's like that. Like I said earlier, they were competing to see which team could play worse defense. I don't know who's winning because game is tied. You know, they're competing. They're neck and neck. So whoever gets the ball, they're gonna prove to see who gets worse. So that's what I'm looking at. Both teams on offense, I can't necessarily give them too much credit. They're doing their job, but these defenses are playing so hard, but I can't really give them any compliments right now.
Go ahead, Lou.
Well, if I'm GTM, I'm wondering why the heck is this even still a game? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? It's a frustrating game. You know what I'm saying? Like Go said, both defenses are playing horribly. The offense, both quarterbacks are doing their job for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Your defense ain't keeping you in the are making it harder for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's it. We already know who won, but
for me, both quarterbacks has thrown 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah.
Right.
So they really battle, went back and forth. They both made some crucial mistakes, but they both made some big touchdowns. These defenses are horrible. And it's like the offense can tell the defense what they're doing is still.
Yeah, remember, you just used horrible. You messed up already.
Yeah, I apologize. I gotta find a new word in the dictionary. Maybe we could say, Lou, what's horrible in Spanish?
Horrible.
I like that. Horrible. That sounds worse than the English version of horrible. Horrible. Because they're terrible on both sides of the ball. You know what's my biggest disappointment in these defenses? They're playing like they're not playing for anything. Right. You're playing for the last spot in the UFL. You're playing for the number 5 pick in the UFL. And you guys are in a rivalry game. Y'all don't like each other. Meaning their defense versus this quarterback.
Yeah.
So this is your opportunity to get him out of here. He just took money from y'all. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to jump into the second half. I think Jingo of the Browns, coach of the Browns, Flo, coach of GTM, have to make adjustments. We know what's going to be the final score, what happens, but this is the stuff that they have to pay attention to going into the second half. All right, we'll jump into the second half with GTM getting the ball. After a first down, Lou throws deep to Bo, open in the middle. Bo makes a catch in the end zone for the touchdown. 20-14. If you look here, Bo left unguarded. No one is talking, and Lou goes downfield and finds him. Let me tell you something. At one time, Lou and Bo was one of the best upcoming 1-2 punch in the game. They got to get that back, and they're able to find it real quick here, Ghost. You got to be excited when you see these two connect, and this is a big play for them.
But my thing is, listen, I don't blame them, because if you're facing this Browns defense, I would have been out there taking a shot. That's how bad they've been playing. So you know what? You pick your, you know, I would say, you know, you take your chances, but this wasn't a chance. This was almost 100% surefire touchdown because of how bad they've been playing. Because they're not communicating, they're not talking, they're not helping each other. So all it takes is one receiver to shot right through the defense. Nobody reacts, and Lou's able to make an easy throw to Bo. Bo makes a nice catch, but ultimately the only person that was going to be able to stop Bo on that play was Bo. And the fact that he was able to catch that pass, that's all that mattered. That was a good play, good decision by Lou to take a shot right out of the first half and get them back on the board, taking the lead there.
After getting the first down, Ali is blitzed by Gumby. Throws short to Mills, who runs for a nice gain, getting him to the 15-yard line. Mills is another weapon in this game, and Ali's finding him. It's just crazy how Ali's able to adjust with guys he hasn't really played with like that, and he's making some big plays here. Third down, Ali with blocking from Puka, throws to Solomon open on the sideline, who runs it in for the touchdown. If you look here, Chris lets him go as he cuts in the middle. Now, what's funny about this, Lou, is we just seen Habib make a big play on Chris. So I guess on this one, Chris said, to heck with it. Why even play defense? Because he forgot he has to guard somebody. And Solo here with the great play. Mills with the extra point. 21-20. Browns jump right back into the game.
But you know what? Chris was worried about Solo, and they were double teaming Solo. After thank you, Jay, for confusing Ghost and I. We're thinking that the old dude is Solomon, but it's actually Tone.
Apologize. I wrote the wrong name on the. I mixed up the name when I sent it to Ghost. My apologies. But that's Tone, the old man.
The old man tripped over either his Viagra.
Come on, don't do that to him, man. Come on.
He tripped over something. You know what I'm saying?
On the end zone.
But you got to give it to him. The dude caught the ball.
You know what he looked like? He looked like he didn't have a walker, and he fell. You know what I mean? And what makes this reloaded defense so bad is he still had enough time to crawl in the end zone. So he didn't have a chance. He didn't need to press that little beeper that causes 911 or whatever. He got a chance to crawl in the end zone. That's how bad this GTM defense is.
Listen, y'all here complimenting Tone while killing him at the same time. I can't do that. Y'all are terrible, bro. Like, come on. Treat
21-20, they get right back into the game.
Treat the OGs a little bit better than that, man. My man Tone is playing. He's still doing it. He's still able to get in the end zone. But my thing is, yes, he did trip. But that's how bad the defense was. That there was nobody near him. By the time they reacted, he was able to crawl and hop himself into the end zone. Like I said, terrible defense all game that somebody's able to crawl and hop into the end zone from the floor. I don't know at this point. You don't deserve to win if people are able to do that to you.
21-20, Browns take the lead. First down, Lewis blitzed by Puka, scrambles and throws in the middle. The pass is tipped by Tone, picked off by Solo, who runs it all the way down on the sideline into the end zone for the touchdown. 27-20. If you look here, Showtime misses the block. Lewis under pressure. Lou does not do well under pressure, and he makes his throw, and the ball is low, which is why Tone is able to get a hand in there. And this guy Solo is good. I like this guy. This guy is a playmaker, and because we know the Browns are going to lose this game, he's somebody that you need to pick up. He is a playmaker. Lou, people better talk about him. 27-20, as the Browns are not able to get the extra point, which could have put them up 2 scores, and it's 27-20.
Well, let's give respect to Tone, even though he fell. That was a good play by him, deflecting the ball. Solo and Ali, if anybody looking for a quarterback, and Habib, you got half the team right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's a big play, like you said. They could have went up 2 scores. Now what? They went up
7-20. They're up 7.
They're up 7.
But that's still a great play. Unfortunately, Lou is known to throw pick sixes. It happens a lot to him. Unfortunately, this is a big pick 6. He gets the ball back though. First down at the 48-yard line. Lewis blitzed and sacked by Puka. Now, this is not the old Puka. This is not Puka who won MVP of the league, but he's still able to make some plays, and this is a huge sack, especially coming off of an interception pick 6 that they just got. Third down, Lou finds Ruben open on the sideline for a decent gain and picking up the first down. If you look here, Ali is at corner playing too far back, and Ali should not be at corner. Ali should not work on the corner. Ali should not sleep on the corner of his bed. Anything with corner, Ali should not be a part of. And Lou is attacking him. Ghost, they got to do something about it because now it's getting ridiculous how Lou is tearing this defense apart. He made a mistake earlier, but now he knows who to attack.
And I'm going to be brief here. Like I said, because these defenders are not talking, they're not communicating. You know, obviously Ali is, playing because their team is short, but you got to communicate. Tell them, yo, Ali, step forward, step up a little bit. I got this guy. Because it looked like he was worried about another receiver that was nearby him. But because you're not telling him to step up, since he's the cornerback, he's there worried about the same guy you're worried about. And because of that, nobody's guarding the short on the corner. And because of that, that leads to a big play here. So communication is big. People don't understand that. And it seems like people in this game didn't understand that because both sides are messing up on it. And that's why big plays are being allowed consistently.
Lou with 2 passes to Wande on the sideline, getting him to the 10-yard line. Third down, Lou finds Mestre open in the middle of the end zone for the touchdown. 27-26. That's Mestre's second touchdown of the day. For Lou to come back after a cursing penalty early in the game, a pick 6 during this part of the drive, a big sack. This guy is definitely showing that he belongs, Lou, and they're right back into it, going for the 2-point conversion to get back into the game.
Like I said, he's a vet. He's not going to be flustered. And you got to remember, you're probably thinking, I can't lose to these dudes 3 times.
Yep.
Like, that's something that who knows what was said on the sideline.
Correct. I agree.
And again, look who you're throwing to, another vet. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to go for 2. Lou throws to Ruben open in the front of the end zone. Ruben cuts to the front on the sideline, unguarded. They get the 2-point conversion. They take the lead. That is crazy. 28-27. First of all, this is too many points. But that don't matter. It's a playing game. They're playing for their lives, and this is exactly what we need to see. Ghost, they take the lead with 55 seconds left in the game.
And if you look at this play, Ruben is untouched, unguarded. He might as well be invisible at this point because nobody stepped up to play, to step up to guard him. That was one of the easiest 2-point conversions to get the lead I've ever seen. Nobody touched him. Nobody even saw him. Nobody slid over to pick him up. So that was the easiest play you could ever ask for. And Lou, of course, if you give him free money, he's going to take it. That's exactly what he did. And that's I don't understand. I don't care if you're short. I don't care if you got guys that don't play defense. I know that these guys shouldn't be left this wide open. I don't care what the reason is, but nobody was able to move to guard him in the front of the end zone. And one thing, Lou, we both know, Jay, you know too. What's the part of the end zone that you don't give up more than anything else? The front. And that's the last place they guarded. It took 3 seconds for Lou to throw that pass, and he was able to get it. So, listen, a lot of people's going to give Lou some props or whatnot. I'm not taking away from him, but he did what he was supposed to do here. This ain't a championship game. This ain't no money that's involved. You're just playing into the league. He did his job to get the league, to put his team in place to win. He did that in the FCG game. Unfortunately, that was taken away out of his hands when he was on the sideline. So he's doing his job consistently. So hopefully we're able to see more of that because he's doing it.
like he did before. He took a leave for this team, and then he has to go to the sideline and watch his defense again.
Exactly. It kept happening. So I'm glad that he's able to put them in position to win yet again, regardless of what's going on.
You know what? Real quick, we got to give Ruben credit because that pass was a little behind him.
It was.
Yeah.
So he again, he was wide open. Now understand, Ruben ain't the fastest.
No.
He like skipped, like he was going to the store to go buy some candy and.
Yeah.
All right, Ali gets the ball back. Ali throws deep to Solo, who has a step on Ruben in the gap, just overthrown, incomplete. That was a huge miss. After a short pass, Fred is ejected for cursing. 15 yards and a first down, 39-yard line. And you gotta imagine Lewis going crazy because he's seen this script before. After getting the first down, the Browns can't move the ball any further as they throw here, turnover on downs, time runs out. GTM comes away with the win, 28-27 to secure the last spot in the UFL league.
You know, hold up. On that pass to Solo, it was missed by that.
Yeah. That was the game right there. It was right there. And Jay, like you said, every single time Lou has to stay on the sideline and guys like Ali step in and make throws like this to steal games away from him. And I say steal because he did it. Lou puts him in place to win. And every time guys like Ali come and steal it from him, you know? So this time, all it took was an inch. I'm showing you right here, an inch. And this game was over. That's all I'm saying.
If I was Lou, after I scored, security would have had to escort me off the field because I wasn't getting off the field. I'd have been so worried and frustrated I was not getting off the field. You'd have to call security or a psych ward or something.
Do like his father and play in certain situations. Come in
play
on
both sides. Lou probably gives them a better chance than his starting defense. They're gonna come away with the win, 28-27. We're gonna go to Flo and Lou with the interview. We're gonna wrap this one up, give our final thoughts, and we'll be out.
Stephen J here with Flo, coach of Get That Money, GTM, and they won 28-27. They beat the Browns. What was the mindset coming into this game, knowing that this was the final spot in the UFL this season?
I just told my guys that let's play together. Don't worry about what happened 2 weeks ago, a month ago, about what we lost. Let's worry about right now. I know we got the same team, and I got a little couple of people. I pick up my 2 draft picks. I know I'm going to be all right. So that's what I'm thinking about.
How did Lou play to you this game? Like, I think he played well this game, carried over from the last game. What would you say about your quarterback?
My quarterback is great. I'm sticking with him all the way through.
So you're not drafting a quarterback. Lou is your starting quarterback?
Yes, sir.
You had a little few hiccups on the defense. Is that's where you're looking? Go ahead.
I'm going for that. Right. Trust, whoever's a defensive player, trust and believe. I'm coming for you.
Number 5 pick in the draft is not bad. So you're in the middle, and you got 5 both rounds.
Both rounds. Trust me, I'm coming for y'all.
What would you say about GTM now entering the UFL league?
Trust me, it's going to be real scary.
We're going to thank Flo. They won. They got the final spot. 2 years. They're here. See y'all soon. Stephen J here with Lou, starting quarterback of Get That Money, GTM. First of all, I'm going to let you know that your coach said that you are his starting quarterback. He's not drafting a quarterback. How does that feel with knowing that your coach got that much confidence in you?
I mean, that's great support behind me, you understand? Same way he supports me, I'm going to support him. I'm here to try to make something happen, bring home a chip.
Y'all was down in that game. You threw a pick 6. You kept your head in the game. Y'all came back and won. What was the mindset after you threw the interception when they ran it back?
I was mad at myself because that pick came from, I went to pump fake and it slipped on my hand, but I pump fake so hard that it came out, but the ball stayed high and it made it easy for the defense to pick it. But, you know, their defense wasn't showing that, you know, like to stop me. So, I believe that how much time I had left, I still had time to get the ball. So I believe that I still had time to come down the field.
You had a few ejections in this game. Is that a concern for you coming into the league? You've played here. You won MVP here. You know how that ejection is huge. Are you concerned coming into the season?
I don't want to say concern, you know, because I said it in the beginning. I told the fellas at the beginning of the game, this is, if you don't know how to speak without cursing, don't speak. Just come to the sideline, speak to your coach, or speak to the leader. You understand? And for me, just let us speak. You understand? Because we've been playing this for a couple years, so we know how to keep our composure going back and forth. Some players can't do that, so we're gonna have to get some mouthpiece.
Now you fall in a good position right now, having a number 5 pick in both rounds. That got to be a pretty good spot to be in, because you know LaFleur said that he wants to look for a defender in the first round to help that defense. Are you going to try to sway them to get you maybe another receiver or something like that?
I mean, another wide receiver would be good, but to be honest, defense wins chips. You understand? So, I can move the ball. We got a couple fast guys. We do not just depend on just on one guy fast. So that's a good thing. So like, I'd rather him get that defense settled first. You understand? And the offense just let me work with it. But if we happen to get another piece, I'll take it.
Last question. You're coming in. GTM is now in the league. First time GTM is in UFL. But now you're going to be considered kind of an underdog. Anything you want to let the league know? Because, people going to look at it, maybe this is an easy win, whatever. Anything you want to tell the people out there?
Underdogs eat, baby. Underdogs eat. We coming to play.
We're going to thank Lou. He had a great game. They got the final spot in the UFL. They'll be playing this season. We're going to see what happens, y'all. All right, shout out to Flo and Lou. Thank y'all guys for the interview. Reloaded comes with the win 28-27. Both of y'all give me your thoughts of the Browns, and then give me your final thoughts of GTM, and especially coming into the draft. Starting with you, Ghost.
I don't know if anybody agrees with me, but if a lot more of the guys that were supposed to play with the Browns would have played with them, I think this probably would be a different game. Because as well as GTM played, I think that a lot of the guys from, that was supposed to play probably would have put the Browns over the top. Because Ali did have a decent game. There were a couple times where he, was looking looking shaky, but they didn't play bad. It's just their defense, man. Their defense kind of put it away for them. And you can't have a drive and a half where you have one player play bad the whole drive and kill your drive. Because if they would have had the lead, if they would have had the lead on that drive in the half, that probably would have changed the whole momentum of the game. They lost by 1 point. So all it took was that one drive. I'm not saying that that's why they lost. I think their defense is what made them lose, and I think they deserve to lose because their defense played so bad. But if they would have had more help, because they were playing Iron Man at this point, because of Trev getting the cursing flag, getting kicked out, Puka with the cursing flag, 2 vets in this league that both got cursing flags. One gets ejected for it. That hurts. That really hurts. It really hurts. So I think, this probably will be a different game, but you play with the team that you have on the field, and they had a shot to win this game regardless of what. So I don't make excuses for this team. They lost because their defense played horrible. And I don't think that the guys that would have came to help would have made that much of a difference, because a lot of guys played for the FTG team, and they didn't play great defense that game either. They didn't play good in that game either. It was another high-scoring game, so I can't say much of a difference would have happened. Now, just to be brief, I'm going to wrap that up, but GTM did their job. Lou did his job, and I say him and Mestre together, Mestre and Bo, really helped this team win. They played huge, Then you had some players with Showtime. Showtime is a big time, he's a big time receiver for this team. He comes and makes some big plays for them, and I like him a lot. So you have a lot of key players that can make some moves, moving forward into this UFL league. It's going to be interesting to see what picks that they make on this team, to help fix what problems they have. I'm looking through the draft. I don't know what defender is going to help really fix this defense. There's a lot of fixing that's going to be needed for this team, but getting that and getting a blocker are 2 things that this team needs. They need a blocker. Lou needs time. So I'm going to just leave it at that. We didn't hit the draft yet, but it's going to be interesting, the decisions they make moving forward.
Well, I don't know where the defense was on the field for neither side. At the end. Both quarterbacks played well. You know what I'm saying? GTM has issues on defense. You know what I'm saying? Delhi, who's a vet as well, he needs to remember to watch his mouth once the season starts. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going to be the leader on the field, you have to show that example. You know what I'm saying? The Browns, that's what happens when you put a team together where you get the, you know what I'm saying, the non-communication on defense. That's what happens because you're not used to playing with each other.
True.
Offensively, you got a good quarterback. He's going to throw you the ball. On defense, it's a totally different story. And like you said, Ghost, they're going to need a block. GTM needs a blocker.
Yes.
You can't go, well, G's going to UTF and the other kid, he's still a kid. You know, that blitz is going to be a little, it might cause problems if you don't have a good blocker.
And Lou always struggles with the blitz. So yeah, 100% right. Yep.
You know, so, you know, they, like you said, they need a two-way player because I think he needs another weapon on offense. You know what I'm saying? To make, you know, to make them a little more powerful offensively. And then you need that other good defender. Because Bo's a decent defender. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting. What they got, the fifth pick?
Fifth pick in both rounds.
Yeah, both rounds.
They should be okay. Because if not, the offensively, they're good for the most part. It's the defense. That's the problem.
I'll give you my thoughts on both teams.
Yomi's brother Giver didn't really put too much pressure on Ali. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of being handled a bit by dudes who aren't normally blockers. I know he plays more offense, and I guess he was the only dude to put there, but that's another thing they got to look at.
No one's not really a giver. So, you know, I think he has to get a little bit in the gym. But he kind of kept the guys organized because he knows the league rules. He knows certain things. So he's definitely important to have there on that team. I think it was just it was too much to compete against as far as for the Browns. They didn't have enough. Puka doesn't look 100%. He's not that playmaker anymore. He can't take over games. He's definitely a veteran. He's definitely good. You remember when D Wade was at the end of his career? That's how Puka looked. Flashes here and there, but he can't sustain it the whole game. Trev getting ejected was huge. You would have rather lose Puka than Trev. Trev also brings energy, so him getting ejected is huge. If I'm a team, I'm trying to pick him up. Ali showed improve. Ali belongs here. He proved that he belongs here. Habib shows he belongs here. Solo shows he belongs here. These are playmakers that somebody needs to pick up. You don't need to drive a quarterback if you get Ali. The guy's definitely, and he's humble, and he's quiet, and he likes the game. So they showed improve. It was just too much to combat. They started off bad, arguing in the beginning. I think that was huge. Aha made too many mistakes. Aha always leaves a lot to be desired because he has the capability of making plays, but he tends to make too many mistakes. And he has to fix that up. So unfortunately, another year we won't see the Browns in the UFL. I know Jingo really wanted to get his team back in, and they just wasn't ready. The tournament messed them up. All that stuff messed them up, and they lost to a better team. On the other side, Lou showed he still has a lot in the tank, but he needs weapons.
Yeah.
He can't carry a team on his own. He's way far from when he won the MVP. He needs help. Bo is definitely a player to help him with. Mestre is another great player. I think he needs another. He doesn't need, I don't know if he needs a downfield guy. I think Wande does that. He could take the top off. Bo is good at deep routes. I think they need a possession receiver. And I think for them, I'll draft Slutty. I think Slutty helps them on both sides of the ball, but Slutty helps him offensively, and he knows Lou. And in the second round, because his defense is so bad, I'm drafting Tanner. You draft Tanner, and Tanner can fix this defense. Tanner, after the way Monarchs left Tanner hanging last season, he wants to show and prove that he can lead a defense. He just needs 6 strong bodies. Hey, yo. So if you do that, he can make plays and help your defense. That's the 2 guys I'm going with. Deli, is a great player, but he cannot afford to get ejected. I know you a star, but you have to be controlled or you're going to be on the sideline a lot. So you better bring a chair because you're going to be sitting a lot if you keep that up. Gumby can bring the toughness, but I need him to be more disciplined at the safety position. And if you can't, you got to move him to linebacker because these teams will take the ball downfield. They will stretch the field. And when their team is in the Western Division, they already have to play against Rel on PME. And it was rumored that DG, which we heard from these guys, are getting Stevie to throw for DG. So that's what's going on with them. So that's another formidable quarterback in the West. We don't know who Tiki's taking. So that's another thing, but Tiki's going to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of teams that you're going to have to be prepared for, and you have to be able to make stops. These teams left a lot to be desired, and I got to put a lot on Flo because if you can't control yourself, how can you lead your troops? So he needs to control himself and control his emotions. Don't sleep in the league. Mick is not a home run hitter, but Mick will chop up a defense. And these guys tend to leave spaces in their defense. So those are the teams that he has to worry about. You got to worry about don't sleep. You got to worry about primetime. You got to worry about PME. You got to worry about DG. So these are teams that now is not as quarterback heavy as the East. And I think Luke could be one of the best quarterbacks in the Western Division. But they have to get a defense or else it's all for naught because I don't think Lou can shoot out with guys consistently anymore. You have to get a blocker. Go to the scrap heat, put one together, go to the movie short circuit. Maybe you could bring Johnny Five, whatever. Don't get the guys that protect Trump. You saw that worked out. Just try to get somebody that can make some protection for Lou because if not, Lou is going to struggle. So if these are the things you're going to do, if you want to compete in the league, you have to step it up. And these are the things you have to do. But it's great to see this team GTM in the league, and I'm excited for them.
Well, I'll real quick. The two picks that you said they should take, I would tend to agree. But then you mentioned Flo and controlling his upsettedness. I don't know if that'll work. How he sometimes reacts to his players.
Yeah.
With Kevin, formerly known as Slutty. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but then there's no other players unless you're going to go get a Jeremy. But then Jeremy's old. Now you're bringing back the Corey Jeremy situation, having Jeremy back up Luke when Jeremy wants to throw.
Well, not necessarily because
I'm not doing that. Are you going to go get a Sherm when you really know Sherm wants to play with Street Fam? So, I mean, are you going to get Sal? You need a two-way defender. And I think you get Slutty and you get Tanner, but I think Flo trusts them enough that he doesn't have to get like that with them. Because Flo's going to have to calm it down for anybody he drafts. These are A players. They're not going to take the scolding that Flo is known to give out. But remember, it worked when he had Jeremy. So it can work. It can work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta remember, whether you're an A player or not, nobody wants to get yelled at.
Correct.
And A player ain't no difference than anybody else. At the end of the day, as I'm saying, if you have a relationship with a person, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Where, but that's the only thing that I would say. I don't know how he did throughout the season, but Flo's old enough to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
And then you try to get an undrafted player, and I would try to get Rico.
Rico's going to another team. It's already.
And you try to get Nas. I don't think Nas will get drafted. Or you take the long shot on Shannon.
Well, if the thing is, Nas ain't gonna go there. You already know where he going. You know who he going for. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's gonna go follow Chuck to the Monarchs.
Yeah. Shannon might work. You know what I'm saying? Because his situation. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't be a bad. But Tanner second round for them would be good. Definitely for their defense.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this one up. We're going to congratulate GTM for getting in the league. We want to thank the Browns for attempting to compete. And we're going to see our guys on Saturday for the UFL draft. Any quick thoughts of the draft, really quick, that y'all want to give y'all 2 cents on? What you expecting from the draft, starting with you, Lou?
I can't wait. I'm right after the championship, because it's gonna be I think it's gonna be interesting. Some egos might be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because they might think that they're gonna get picked certain whatever. But there's a lot of good choices. You know, where dudes are gonna drop. And you still got a few free agents that you can pick up. So it's gonna be interesting.
And you, Ghost?
I want to see, to me, I think the guys going towards the latter end of the draft, like the bottom of the first half and towards the second half, I think that's what's going to be the most interesting. Because, the top, everybody's going to go for a quarterback. So you already understand who's going to go first or whatnot. But the guys who are going towards the end, that's where the real interest is. Because these guys are really going to have to pick what's best for their team. Is Street Fam gonna pick up a slasher or or Sherm, like you said, Sherm may want to go to Street Fam, whatnot. So these picks on the bottom, to me holds a lot more weight, because that shows exactly what this team is in the direction of going. So I think that's going to be real interesting, rather than just the regular narrative of, we need a quarterback, so let's get these guys on the top. I think the bottom half of the draft is really going to be the most interesting in my eyes.
My thing is, I don't think Jimmy Milo gets drafted. And it'd be amazing to see where he's going to go, huh?
You think that?
I think his schedule scared a lot of teams off. Mm-hmm. I think it's because of his schedule. And he didn't look good on Saturday, this past Saturday. And a lot of people saying, I think he should want to play, because a lot of people say his arm is dead. Mm-hmm. And the people I heard say that is friends of his. They said his arm is dead.
You know what I compare him to? Hecko.
A guy with a dead arm? The guy, no, I know. You compare him to the guy from Scary Movie.
No. What I'm saying is he throws to a spot. You get what I'm saying? So you want to call him a dead arm? I guess that's what it is.
Well, like I said, the guy from Scary Movie, if you saw, he had a little hand. So maybe they comparing, when they say his arm is dead, that's the first thing that came up. Hopefully, Luke and Ghost can post that for y'all can see. This is what they said, that how Jimmy threw on Saturday. I think that should make Jimmy want to get himself in shape in order to show he still got some left in the tank. But we'll see what happens. I still respect the heck out of the guy, but now teams are not fearing him anymore.
I don't think they feared him since he played with Super Friends.
Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this one up. We'll see. The next show we'll have is following the draft, and we'll have a show based on that, winners and losers, and the guys we hear that's going to sign as free agents. So we're going to wrap this up. On behalf of Real Tough Talk, I'm Stephen J. I got my partner, Ghost. No, see, I did it wrong. Ghost.
Yeah.
Lou the Shooter.
You got to fix the screen so that we can be on the right side, man. Come on.
And we'll see y'all guys next week on Real Tough Talk, man. We out. Much love.